And welcome back to Overwatch NACE Spring Season, Week 4.
Week 4 already.
Week 4.
Going by a bit quick.
Yeah, it is. It's been a month. A little more than a month, I think.
4 weeks is about a month.
It's about.
That's,
I can
that's
math. This week, we are up against MSU, Minnesota, I believe.
Minnesota.
Not getting that wrong. The Mavericks. Yeah, the Mavericks have... I think we've played the Mavericks in every single game set, and I think Overwatch is the last one.
Nice. This is it.
I think so.
How
Has Super Smash Bros. Played Maverick? Oh, Rocket League. I guess Rocket League hasn't played them yet.
Okay.
So, but we're well versed in Mavericks.
We're so prepared going into this.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy.
So it looks like, according to the director sheet, we have the first map picked already, unless that is false. Never mind.
It's
it is false information.
We've been lied to. Never mind.
It might be Busan, though. We'll see.
They just chose Busan.
Hey, yeah. I knew it. So Busan.
They had to make sure you wouldn't be wrong.
Oh yeah. I mean, they pay me to get things right. That's why I'm here. Actually, the real truth of the matter, I'm texting them on the side, and I'm actually the one choosing. I'm the one choosing the map every single time. Y'all just don't know.
Oh man, you just sat in the corner, just like whispering into everyone's ear, just like, "It's Busan. Go to Busan. Good things happen to those who go to Korea."
We have a contract with Busan. We have to do it up every time.
This is brought to you by like some tourism for Busan.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at our team roster.
Look at that team roster.
Yep. Pretty good. Lemonade last week was utilizing, and I'm gonna butcher her name because I keep forgetting.
You can do it.
Archon. No.
No. No. There is no K. There's no K sound.
Oh shoot. Aaron. Aaron.
You done messed up, Aaron.
What is it?
Onron.
Onron.
You're doing great.
Close.
We pay you to get things right.
But Lemonade was utilizing Onron last week. Is getting her toes wet in the that DPS.
That's
What,
a crazy expression, but okay.
Never heard of that?
Not like no.
I guess toes.
Dipping
getting
your toe.
Your feet wet. Getting your feet
dipping
wet.
your toe. That's what I've heard. Not just getting my feet wet.
I think I combined the two expressions.
I'm okay.
Anyway, moving on.
We got Huge with the leading. We see a lot of Venture with Huge, and their Venture is my favorite thing. Huge uses them so sneakily.
Yeah,
and
sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just last man standing.
Yes, and it works very well.
Yeah.
so,
Average
yeah.
Pello is rocking the Mauga. Hoping to kind of see what we saw last week, where he was able to actually soak up a lot of damage and dish it out and kind of discombobulate them. So I hope to see that again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see playing against the team really managing to push forward as a tank and hold that line. And as standard, we see Diane on the Kiriko and Swagger Egg on the Lucio. Pretty standard support.
Pretty standard issue.
Setup.
So Director wants to ask, how do you feel about the aggressive dive comp from last week?
I think when it worked, but we didn't have any backup plan. And so we saw a lot of times that Average Pillow would get stuck well away from everyone else who could support him.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that if we go for it again with the leading with the Mauga, that we'll do what we were doing kind of like in third map, which is where we were ready to leap in after him and support and keep damage up.
Now, last week we got to see Huge try his best with the Vendetta.
Yes.
And for the push map last week, it really worked. He had really good breakout moments. Do you think he's going to try to bring out Vendetta again, or do you think he's going to?
I think probably. I think Venture has worked really well in the past, but I think if with Vendetta working as well, it'll might be the same thing with Onron, where we saw Onron worked really well for Lemonade, so we're expecting to see her stick with it. So I think that I'm not going to be surprised if Vendetta shows up.
Yeah, I totally believe it. I feel like in my ranked comps, I think Vendetta has been banned almost every single time.
Yeah.
So the meta right now is Vendetta is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
In the collegiate level, I'm not really sure. I think we'll probably see at least one Vendetta ban. before the
Probably.
day's up.
Yes.
And we might see her on both sides, on both teams, utilizing her in different ways.
I'm
is
hoping.
my prediction.
Yeah, if they do commit to a dive, I think she'd be really good to see her kind of also show up for one of the DPS to fill that. Not that Venture isn't also a good dive, but
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool to see the Vendetta.
absolutely.
Pull something out because Huge is kind of really leaning on Venture. I think that's something the enemy teams can really see of, okay, well, I can expect a Venture there.
Yeah.
And Vendetta's new enough, it's a little easier to circumvent that.
Yeah, and if they do happen to ban either of those and do a counter pick that really disrupts him, I can also see him pulling out the Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
In most cases, I don't feel like collegiate esports love Reaper in comps, but I feel like Huge has proven that he can really, make
use
those
the
miracles
Reaper.
happen with Reaper.
Yep, Huge is just born for flanking and diving.
Exactly. That's exactly what he does.
Mm-hmm. We did see last time. Never mind. We have.
So it sounds like Maverick only played 2 games. I thought I saw 4 games under their belt, and they won 3 of them. But maybe I was watching. That makes sense. So 2 of them were forfeits. That's why 2 of them just said win-loss, and the other ones actually had like the score.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
So for the games they actually played, then they have 1 win, 1 loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which puts ISU in a really good place to
Yeah.
actually have a good chance of bringing it to map 4,
Yes.
if not map 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm predicting we go to at least map 4.
I think that's a good bet, especially because we saw a really strong showing last week. I think they could really be able to bring that to this week.
Yeah.
We did also last week see Diane on the Baptiste briefly there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, and I don't think much of his ult especially got much use in placement. I feel like it wasn't utilized to its full potential. So I'm wondering if we'll see that kind of shelved for a bit, or if they'll give Baptiste another go.
And was that due to the Kiriko ban?
They didn't.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think they didn't ban Kiriko. They banned Lucio, didn't they?
Right. That was an interesting because no one bans
Yeah.
Lucio.
Yeah, but they banned but Baptiste was also in the round that Lucio wasn't banned.
Right. Okay, I remember
Yeah.
now. So we are waiting for those bans. I don't think they've settled on them quite yet. But until then, how's your week? You play any good Overwatch?
I got a music you play the game earlier today. I told you this earlier. It was not a very good game. I was like, why did I get it? I just got a double and
Did your team at least win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like no one did anything better than that.
Right. Well, my ranked has been pretty good. I'm 1 game away from being Plat 5, which is probably the highest I've been in like any game.
Any?
Well, I did have a pretty high ranked season of Apex Legends once.
Oh, okay.
But that was the rat. That was the season of the rat, meaning you just hide until the end game and you get a ton of MR, whatever they call it.
I don't know. I've never
So it was
played
it
Apex.
was a cheesy like diamond season.
Ah, very fitting then.
Yeah.
For cheesy season for the rat.
Oh yeah, cheesy rat season. But then they did a bunch of balances, so you can't actually rank up as easy, just hiding in
a corner.
nooks.
Yeah, well,
But it was a fun season.
it was good while it lasted, I guess.
Yeah.
I got some Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering booster packs.
Yeah.
I got a full art of my favorite Final Fantasies 4, and I got a full art for the main villain, who's really embarrassing. I don't remember his name right now, but that was like the highlight. So I've had a really, really exciting few days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still waiting on those bans.
They are. Yeah. We have 1 ban. They have banned Lucio.
They banned Lucio.
They banned Lucio going into it. Okay.
They saw last week, and they're like, let's do that again. That'll be funny.
Okay. And we banned Symmetra then.
Okay.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know if that's because they're really doing their homework on what Maverick does, but they have seen a lot of interesting plays from Symmetra in the past weeks.
Yes.
Maybe just last week.
Well, last week's in the past, so.
Yeah.
It counts.
So for me, what surprised me last week was that them using Symmetra and using her tactical to teleport to just place it down at her like tank's feet when he's in a bad situation and getting him out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really
It was a good use of her teleport that I've not thought of.
Yeah,
like basically
it
turned
just
her
feels
into
like
a life
outside the
weaver.
box almost.
Yeah, like here's your life grip. Just place teleporter down.
Yeah, it's basically like having a life weaver.
Yeah,
Exactly.
without actually having to have a life
right.
weaver.
So I'm not mad about getting rid of her.
No.
Whether or not Mavericks do use it on the regular, hopefully they do.
Yeah.
But there should be.
What's really interesting is the Lucio ban, though, because Lucio is just such a staple of supports for Overwatch that them choosing is like they guess they're just ready for it to be a much bigger hindrance to us than they're thinking it'll be for them.
And me personally, the only reason I've been a Lucio is when I'm on a very volatile map and I get booped all the time because I'm always out of placement.
So it's a you problem,
it's
not
a
Lucio problem.
It's a me problem.
Oh no, the character's here to help punish doing that on those kind of maps.
Oh wait, I can't just stand where I'm not supposed to and not be punished? What? This is oppressive.
I will riot.
I will riot. So it looks like we are about to go in game.
Yes.
And while we wait for those comps, what do you think they're going to pick? What do you think the other team is going to pick? Because what I've seen a lot is other teams doing a lot of comps that are retake comps.
Yeah.
So they stand back a little bit, let them take it, and then immediately just
retake. And we normally don't really have much of an answer to that. You see it a lot where we get first pick, and then we don't continue to have that momentum. But I think we'll probably just be seeing something similar for us. Yeah, Wu Yang was going to be... Oh, Mizuki, my boy! No! No! Yeah, well, I think we're seeing... pretty standard for the supports with the Wu Yang and the Kiriko. Wu Yang filling in that void from Lucio. And I feel like we haven't seen Pharah, but we still won't.
Yeah.
We are leading with both supports for ISU are different than normal. We've got Swagger on the Brigitte and Diane on that BAP. So just leaving the Curie and Lucio comp.
Yeah, and for Huge, that Vendetta comp is coming out earlier than I expected.
Yes.
I really thought he would want to utilize Venture for, a contested zone like this where he can really just
burrow underground
like he does, but he is going to take a more forward approach.
Yes. When we do have first down is Invictus, that Sojourn taking out Diane, and we do have response with the Swagger getting that final blow on the Domina.
Too much damage, I say. Too much.
Little bit, yeah. I do enjoy Domina, but she does get a bit annoying pretty quick. I think she is like just barely a little offset for like being really enjoyable for both teams. She's fine.
So Foost, I thought we got him, but I'm kind of curious on what happened there.
I guess we did. We do have the swap off the Domina straight to the Diva, which is, I believe we've also haven't really seen Diva in these comps either. But, that's not a new character, but I'm just...
Not by any means.
Surprised to see her.
ISU was able to capture control point first, bringing it up to 21. Now it is on MSU, and they got it up to 15.
Yes,
ISU is going to make an attempt here.
Yeah, rushing in to contest that for a bit, but we haven't left the point since to come around the side. We've got some of ISU still on the point here contesting it. We do have the Sojourn gone, but both supports for us are dead, and that's swiftly followed by Huge. So we'll see how long this lasts, with Diva really holding the line here, pushing them off.
Yeah, soaking up a lot of that damage and negating all that damage as well. So I thought they had a really good push there. They actually got some good early picks, but they're really going to have to find an answer for this Diva.
Yes.
And get her off point and actually get her away from her own supports in front line.
We'll see if we're going to see sticking with the Mauga against the Diva, or if Average Killer might swap to something a little more, one of the more beam tanks to get through her shield. But
they're doing this approach by the tank going around and taking care of the little guys, and allowing the Diva to be by herself more or less.
Yes.
Oh, she might get taken out.
She's really just standing at the top here just to mostly contest that. We do have, we are really creeping up here now, but ISU is just about to recontrol that point.
There we go.
Yes. We do
Now.
also have 2 supports up for ISU, both 2 support ultimates up for ISU, and all supports for Minnesota are online.
Wow, we're going to see a party here in a second. I really love to see what Huge is accomplishing here. Very high mobility and landing all these hits. I think in previous he's kind of struggled to kind of control that mobility, but I see this week he's got a lot of experience under his belt now.
Yes. You see, yeah, leaving the D.Va there in the middle there to rush on the side, take out the Sojourn and the try and take out the Sojourn and that Soldier. We do have 4 ultimates for Minnesota popping, and that cage fight I believe popped as well.
ISU did not use any. Oh, looks like they did use the cage fight.
Yeah.
By mistake.
We do have swap to Domina now.
But now ISU has 3 ultimates to their disposal, while Foost has his ultimate for a Soldier.
There's the Soldier ult popping, that tactical visor. We are really creeping up to the percentage here, so we'll see if we see Huge rushing in here, which he is, yeah, using that ult right on the D.Va, but
did that
does
connect?
I don't think it
it did.
I think it just barely didn't. We are still contesting that over time, but no one's touching it quick enough for that D.Va to just stand there alone.
Overall, I think that was a really good and a better display of performance. Sorry, skipping on my words here.
Yep.
ISU did very good.
Yes.
I liked that they were able to have a plan, you know, using the Malaga to go around and actually put a lot of pressure on the back line while the rest try to take care of D.Va. I like that plan, and I think it really could have worked if, you know,
We just being able to. I think that just we couldn't kill D.Va.
yeah.
I don't think we got her out of her mech at all.
I think we did once.
Yeah,
And
but
we did manage to kill little D.Va.
yeah,
once.
but we do have a lot of swaps from Minnesota. We got Invictus on the Ashe, Foost now on Tracer, Win back to the Domina, and Cloud on the Jetpack Cat.
So we're gonna have double Dominas
Double
in
Dominas.
the contested zone.
Yep.
Which I hate.
We've got ISU really staying about the same. We've got Diane and Swagger Egg now on the Wu Yang Kiriko, and Lemonade on the Cassidy now. But Lemonade now on the Ashe. So same Cowboy versus same Cowboy. We do see ISU losing a support and a DPS here, but they did take out that tank. So I believe then first point, if they can take down this Tracer who's sitting on the point, should be for them. Yeah, really dancing around Foost here.
Yeah, really just do-si-doing right here. But that first point is going to go to ISU.
Yes,
even
just
if
barely
it's
before the contestation shows up with that Wind as Domina, although does get beaten down by Huge and Average Pillow.
So ISU was able to hold on to that. Domina going down in that moment really just, that opens a lot of doors for ISU. Are they going to pressure up here forward, or are they going to put most of their defenses and
here comes the airdrop. You know, here's a aerial package of Domina for you, courtesy of Jetpack Cat. Diane does take out that Tracer though, which is always nice. Yeah, ISU sticking together here in this corner. We do have Ashe's little bomb coming in there, but you know, they got a Kiriko, so it's not gonna do too much. Yeah, sitting pretty on this point.
Now, Lemonade was Cassidy, correct?
Yes, and then swapped off to match the Ashe. We did have that Wind using that Panopticon ultimate, which then soon taking out Huge, and there goes Swagger Egg as well. So Wind keeping distance and staying out of the way.
Oh, that Cat Founder.
The Cat Founder. We do also have Invictus using the Bob.
And doing an aerial strike with the Bob.
Yep. So, point retaken here for Minnesota, which point taken this time. And going into this, they do still also have the Tracer's Pulsar Bomb and the Kitsune Rush. And
I'm not mad about that.
No, we also have Panopticon for Average Pillow.
And, you know, that's going to really have to force them to not group up. And
yes.
well,
Whoa, my. Lemonade is staying alive.
Swagger again, Diane doing their jobs, keeping their DPSs well and fed.
Yep, there goes that that Kitsune Rush from Minnesota. They do also have the Catnapper live, which is always a pain. Diane, for a moment there, the only one of ISU left standing, but we do have Huge and Average Pillow respawning in now.
So we're going to have Average Pillow with his ultimate up soon. Same with Lemonade. Alongside Average Pillow, be able to have 3 ultimates for this next team fight.
Yes.
And I bet they use them all.
Probably, to retake this point, we are almost tied on the scores for this point being held here. So probably be ready to see them really going all in here. We do have both Domina ults ready to go though, which is a concern for both teams to be aware of. Yeah, Lemonade in a bit of a sniper battle against this Ashe. Yeah, there's Wins Panopticon and followed swiftly with Average Pillow's Panopticon. And there goes Bob for Lemonade. There goes Lemonade's Bob getting a double kill, and it did kill the cat.
ISU was able to take that back.
I didn't know Bob had enough range to kill the cat, but...
Yeah. Honestly, Bob does have quite a bit of range.
Bob is a lot more
sniper.
versatile than I always think he is. Yeah, Huge is done with this Ashe.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That Ashe has been kind of a thorn.
You did see that bomb from Domina under him, but Diane was there ready to Suzu it all away.
Nice. They do have a kidnapped cat in their midst, so they're going to have to watch out for that, especially being on the edge like that. They're either going to have to be ready and kill it quickly or...
just kind of accept it.
Just kind of accept it.
We'll see if it gets a chance, though, because we're just about to hit overtime here.
Wonder if they're going to combine it with Bob again.
Maybe. That'd be terrifying. We do have Invictus using the Bob, and then the Kitsune Rush and that Wu Yangle, I almost called him Lucio, popping here for this contesting. Yeah, there goes that Tracer, which is a really good thing to not have when you're trying to get overtime to stop. We'll see how close this is. We've really just got that Domina holding like a wall there, but it does take everyone but Swaggereg out, and Swaggereg is just barely respawning.
Now, even though ISU is technically winning, MSU do have the possession of the contested zone with 3 ultimates to play with.
Yes. We saw...
ISU basically only has Huges.
Yeah. We did see that Jetpack Cat moving that Domina up there. Good aerial point to shoot down with their beam, and less so for them. Yeah, Huge rushing in to retake here. And we're right back into overtime. So whichever team stays alive longer, which we do have 2 kills on ISU starting, but yeah, Huge is trying not to let this Domina be the deciding again. But it doesn't matter because they walked off.
Oh no.
We're forced off point, so first round is gonna go to Minnesota there.
I think what really disrupted that for Huge was that boop from the Domino.
Yep.
That always makes me so bad when that happens to me.
Wow, that was some fun Baptiste rag. Those are some fun ragdoll physics for this Diva play.
So first round does go to MSU.
Very close,
pretty
though.
good and very close contested round there.
Yes.
Good job, ISU.
I think the main thing, though, with Huge with Vendetta, you mentioned with sometimes he struggles to control that mobility. I did think we saw a few times a couple overshoots on Vendetta there, and then not able to get back in position enough time to retouch points.
I feel like we saw a little bit better performance there from him in the first map.
Yes.
And maybe he's just really familiar with that map. He would, I'm not going to call it zoom, but he would zoom towards them, and he would be positioned right at a corner where he has a lot of control, can back out easily. This time, maybe he's not as I mean, they're very familiar with the map, but maybe not as much practice with the Vendetta.
I think so. I think we definitely saw a couple times of not quite perfect movement, but either way, very good showing with that last-minute overtime. Yeah,
and I appreciate that he could use that jump all the way to get to the building just to get the Ashe off of there. That would. The more I saw her on there, I'm like, someone needs to do something.
Yeah.
Somebody do something.
I do appreciate also Huge focusing Wind on that Domina on the last overtime, because it was that Domina that lost them the first overtime. And I think that Jetpack Cat just did a little too much healing to quite take her out in time.
It didn't really look like to me that the focus was on Jetpack Cat a lot. Lemonade had her hands full with the counter Ash.
Domina v Domina. Huge was dancing around, just kind of hitting everyone else. Like that Tracer he killed a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jetpack Cat kind of got to just be serenely dropping in Domina back from spawn.
I agree. So do you think we're going to expect a ban of the Jetpack Cat for this? Looks like it's going to be Flashpoint New Junk City.
I would definitely say for New Junk, for the Flashpoints where they're a bit bigger, I would want to get rid of a hero that could so easily pull someone right back to the fray.
And New Junk City they're not in danger of like getting dropped off the map.
Not really.
They do have kind of vaulted, I'm not going to call it ceilings, they're not really ceilings, but it's a higher.
Yeah, there is a lot of verticality around all the points. So I think that's just not where I would want to fight a very small hitboxed Jetpack Cat.
So you think they will ban Jetpack?
I think it would be a smart move because Flashpoint maps are also big enough that there's a lot of distance that she can put between them and her.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Stupid cat.
Yeah. I could see the Domina, and only because of Domina's sustainability.
Yeah.
We're moving into Flashpoint that has a lot of the same, game play styles as Control, maybe a little bit more fast pace, but having someone who can, stay in one spot and not be pushed off that easy. In fact,
she's very
Domina
stalwart.
can push you off with her boop.
She's very stalwart. She's hard to move when she gets there. So we'll see if it goes to stick with that, or they'll just get rid of it and go with like a more mobile tank to rush around, or if we'll just see more of just dig your feet in and stick to the point.
Right. Which I'm wondering if D.Va, to me, D.Va needs to be moving around quite a bit to be useful. But in the first map,
she was
pretty planted.
Yeah.
So maybe force them to play D.Va again, where she doesn't have so much. These points, they're kind of wide open, and there's not as much things to hide behind as there was in Control. So maybe force them into the D.Va this time.
Especially then if you want to counter her with the Domina, because D.Va's Matrix can't hit, doesn't work on beams.
Oh, that's right.
Because it fires back, so it can only work on projectiles.
Well, that's if they want to force that, but that means they can't ban the Domina.
Yeah.
If they want to play that way.
We do hear, though, it was, I believe, us that we banned Zarya. Okay, we have banned Zarya, so we'll see how that goes then. Which Zarya also counters D.Va, so we'll see. Yeah, but we do have that Vendetta ban then, which I'm not surprised about that happening at some point.
Yeah, seemed like Huge was
doing enough.
I kind of wish we could see those end game stats.
Yes.
Because I want to see what Huge's DPS was at the end, as well as all the others who was healing and better. And I expect the cat might have been having the
I think the
heals.
cat's heals are gonna be pretty high.
Yeah.
Especially because we barely even saw her. Like I can't remember picking other than the one time I think it was Lemonade got surprised behind the point by Jetpack Cat. I don't think we saw Jetpack Cat at all. So a lot of time to hide. But yeah, Lemonade.
Vendetta.
Vendetta doing a lot to disrupt just enough of the flow that they were trying to go for. It's time to get her out of there.
Yeah. So with the Vendetta ban, that means that Huge is going to go back to the Venture.
Probably.
Or
maybe the Reaper.
Probably the Venture.
I'm expecting Venture. Venture's kind of his main.
Yeah.
He does a lot of good with Venture.
And I could see Lemonade going back to the Cassidy. She's had really good moments in Flashpoint with that.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if she sticks with the Ashe to kind of more directly sharpshooter v sharpshooter, but I think we'll probably see, if not Cassidy, then Onron again. Yeah, we did swap off Onron pretty quick with Lemonade.
I kind of want to corner her one day and actually ask her how she feels about Onron.
Yeah,
being added to her kit and her options. Every hero should just be used as a tool, and every tool is good for the appropriate job.
Yeah.
So I'm just ask her okay, what map modes do you actually use Onron versus not? And stuff like that, because I don't know. She's too new for me to actually know.
That's fair.
That answer.
Yeah, and also just from a player's kind of more, I don't want to say better, but more familiar with the exact tactics and playstyles that go into picking that specifically for herself. I would really be curious.
So it looks like as far as comps go for MSU, looks like Foost probably just going to use the use the teleport real quick and swap out probably back to the Tracer.
Probably. We do have the Lucio back for both teams. We do have Juno for Minnesota and Baptiste for ISU. And never mind, that is no longer Gino, just wanted that speed ring. Back for the Lucio Kiriko for the Minnesota comp for the supports. And we do have Diva as our king. Yeah, huge making contact with that Diva. Yeah, just that Matrix just eats shots, but you can beam through it. Yeah, we do have average pillow on that Mauga going into this. Flashpoint has now opened, and first early quarter progress is going to ISU here.
ISU, 3 of ISU goes down while 1 of MSU.
Yep.
It will go over to MSU first.
Yeah, Diva really charging down huge, getting that Venture to leave. But ISU quick to regroup here, heading back in. So yeah, that on-ron for Lemonade really diving in and doing a lot of damage to this Diva.
Wow.
Yeah, getting her out, and the mech has gone down, so Lemonade really getting rid of her. We do have Diane getting shot by that Sojourn there, so one bolt, that's wow, and Huge and Swagger Egg go down too, so. Yeah, not quite. They did manage to take the point, but not enough of them still here to reclaim it and keep it.
Managing to get it up to 20%, and now MSU have it once again. Foost having the ultimate for the Tracer, and ISU pretty much all 40s and 160 as far as ult economy. Oh.
We did get
a baby ult from Diva.
Yeah, baby ult back into the mech. So not able to kill her and just get the respawn, but she did stay in baby form for a while. And there's that Sojourn ult popping as well. So that's something to watch out for. We see Lemonade hiding behind these boxes here around it. We are approaching the end of this first flashpoint.
Very nice. Trades happening left and right.
Yes.
And looks like, ooh, he wants it.
Yeah, Average Pillow locked into combat with this Diva, and she does make an exit.
I didn't know she could like boost backwards like that.
I didn't think she could either, but whatever. Oh!
Managed to get a pick before going down.
Yeah, does manage to take down that Sojourn, and that Tracer was pretty low too, but so is Mauga. So that does leave first flashpoint to Minnesota. On to the next.
Now, we're going to have a couple ultimates ready by the time we get a good fight. Lemonade and Average Pillow will have theirs. Whether they choose to use that is going to be up to them, and I'm sure they're going to use it when it is most useful.
We do also have Spagger Egg almost with that sound barrier ready to go, so we might be seeing the Lucio ult in there at some time as well. Yeah, making contact here with Foost on the side. Diane.
Ooh,
running.
Diane getting out there just barely.
Saving with that immortality field, just running left and right to see which way the attacks are coming from. We did also have that Diva ult popping, and we had that cage fight happen too.
It doesn't look like the Diva connected with anyone. Cage fight just mostly kept people alive.
Yep. Well. We do still have 4 ults for ISU, and Minnesota do only have 1, but soon they'll have the sound barrier back as well. Yeah, Lemonade rushing in to try and get that Kiriko off. That's not Kiriko, that is Tracer, my bad.
Whoa.
That Tracer off the point.
Okay, I'm so glad the team came to help her out. Lemonade almost dying to that Tracer. Tracer's slippery.
She is. Yeah, huge rushing in to finish her off. Almost to halfway on the second point here.
ISU has 4 ultimates. That leaves MSU with barely 9, or barely 3. 9 math.
Looked at the 99 on that.
I did. I looked at the 9. You caught me. That's exactly what happened.
Crazy games with 9 ults ready to go. Yeah, we have Average Pillow got the Diva behind him and got the rest of the team in front of him.
Now we'll see if ISU is going to have to use all of them or just some of them to make sure that this point does not turn over. We'll see if MSU just choose to let it go, but it looks like they're fighting for it.
It does. We do have that Kitsune rush popping, and Average Pillow rushing in there did take down that Sojourn. So we'll see if as we fight through this Kitsune rush with
wow.
Yeah.
Excellent capture.
Hold it long enough.
Even Average Pillow at the end, just using his tactical just to kind of move and shove the D.Va off the point.
Didn't even pop to overtime. They just kept them in the corner.
That was amazing. So it is all tied up. 1-1 is on to point 3.
Yep.
Contested point 3.
And Huge making first contact on the side of this D.Va here. We do have both teams with 4 ultimates going into this final flashpoint. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of flying lights happening as this point unlocks.
But at this point of the game,
trade happening there. That we have seen multiple times there that Tracer taking out Diane. So that Tracer is making good on sticking into the back line, taking out supports.
Okay, so Foost was able to use his. I didn't see the connection there. He might have gotten 1, but Average Pillow did got caught out kind of early in that contestation and taken out.
We do have
but trades happened.
Yeah, we did have multiple trades, although at the end there we did have more losses on ISU. We do have ults popping now. We've got both Lucio's. We had that Sojourn ult going, Diane's Baptistal, and then Huge with the Venture ultimate. Looks like so far the main kill we got is that Sojourn does take out, I believe that was Diane, and followed then by Huge. So Average Pillow does cling to life for a little bit longer, but this point is almost 2/3 of the way.
Now, did Lemonade use her ult?
She did not.
I thought all 4 got used, but it looked,
no.
I guess not. Lemonade managed to hold on to hers.
Average Pillow just 1 point off from this cage fight as well. Yeah, and there is Onron's revival.
It's gonna be a cage fight.
Waiting for the cage fight. We are just about to capture this in the overtime. There it is. We do have that cage fight ready. We do have that self-destruct sequence. So we'll see. And now the bomb again for Tracer. So we'll see if that cage fight gets used to kind of null either of those ults. But we'll see.
Definitely don't want him to use it too early.
No. Well, there is the Kitsune Rush and that cage fight. And there is the self-destruct sequence, which does take out Lemonade, not able to get out of the way.
Average Pillow was able to hide from that, but he is
very low.
hanging on.
He is barely hanging on. We got Huge rushing in, trying to take some of the pressure off, but that Tracer does manage to track him down on the side of that corridor.
Huge was the last one standing, not able to touch, and that overtime will tick down, giving the second point for MSU.
Yep. We will be heading to our next flashpoint. I will say as an aside, I do enjoy a lot that new Junk City, and I believe Junkertown does as well, where they have the crowd cheering whenever the flashpoints
because
or
it's
the objectives
it's kind of their own Aussie Coliseum.
It is.
Yeah.
You just hear the crowds, jeering you on as you go. I enjoy that.
That is fun. So ISU don't have any of their ultimates up yet. Diane will get hers really shortly.
We do have the Sojourn ult going right now, though.
That'll be a 3rd one this game.
Yes. And Diane does have that one ready.
And Foost has his again. So it's going to be kind of neck to neck. Huge did go down, so he's not going to be available immediately for this next team fight.
Yep, we did see a little bit of progress going on this point, although with that Mauga rushing in, it did swing briefly in our favor for a bit, and it looks like if just clearing this D.Va sitting in the middle of the point could really finish off this claim and capture this, and we do get the capture.
Did D.Va go down? Or is
I
she still
don't think
up
so.
and
No,
about?
she's still up and about. I think they just shoved her off. We do have Minnesota really close to having 3 ultimates here. At some point, the Tracer ult was used, but I don't think it stuck to anyone.
Average Pillow just kind of being a nuisance before choosing to go down.
Yeah, we see here like with that D.Va where all those shots just didn't connect with her, which hurts every time. Yeah, it is a problem with D.Va, and especially with Mauga as a tank, is that's exactly what her Matrix is meant to shield against. So it just eats it.
ISU is going to have to be really careful here because they're not going to have a lot to work with. They might have 3 ultimates by the time, maybe just 2, depending on when MSU choose to initiate this team fight.
Yes. But we do have MSU taking the lead in the point for this flashpoint. Yeah, Huge rushing in against the Sojourn and that Lucio in the back.
Keeping the crowd control alive.
Yep, got Lemonade to help Yeah, we do have Diane going down, and that cage fight and Kitsune Rush happening. So 2 ults used there. We now have the sound barrier from Minnesota, so both support ults from Minnesota. We do have a control at this point again, but it is heavily contested. And it was really only Huge on it right there, so probably going to go back over.
I really wish Huge would actually join that fight.
Yes, a bit earlier.
A bit earlier.
Yeah.
Even one more person to either shoot at you or to be shot at or do damage, I feel like does a lot for team fights.
Yeah, Diane getting pretty much one shot by that Sojourn ult, and I don't know if you heard it, but the back of the room here could hear her upset at that.
Lemonade's here to touch.
Yep.
Let's see if Mauga is able to
keep her alive.
Oh, I'm worried about him staying alive.
Yeah. Yeah, getting that trade off there. Huge killing that Kiriko. Yeah. Hiding underground against that self-destruct, which does work.
That was great.
Just dodging around this
nice.
This Tracer. We do have that revival, I believe, happening for Diane. No, that wasn't. I lied. That was her Vermilion Ascent. That was not the revival. So we did have... Also, that's Lemonade.
As long as we get them off this point,
which
will
we are
capture.
fighting for. We are in overtime now. We got
and they're
2
doing
of them
well
down.
to stagger. And
yeah.
I think we're going to catch that point
we
to tie it up.
Yep. Kept them off it long enough. We are down to this last flashpoint.
Tiebreaker. That was a fantastic performance there. Actually keeping them standard, which is kind of the reverse effect that we've been experiencing for half the game. I wouldn't say the full game, but actually staggering MSU really made that fight possible.
Yeah, even like we only had to take out those last 2, and the other 3 were still on their way back. And we had plenty of time to reclaim that.
I don't think Foos has used his ultimate thus far, unless I'm mistaken.
It's been used a couple times.
Has it?
It just hasn't gotten much use. Well, we do have Diane using that Kitsune Rush, but Huge does go down from that Lucio. We'll see. We are sitting with this contestant for this next flashpoint, and it seems Lemonade it might not be long for this world. But wowza, Diane keeping her alive, and that sound barrier as well, also giving them enough to just barely. They're so close to capturing the point. Holding on to this contestant, and their bolt is that enemy Kitsune Rush, so we'll see if that swings things, which it might for Foost.
Lemonade's ability to not die. I mean, props to her team, props to her supports.
Yep.
Finally goes down.
Just barely
delayed
held it for so long.
After delay.
Yes. We do have, that does give her enough for her ult right back up again, so pretty quick turnaround to re-getting that. And we are almost to a cage fight again. Which, yeah, there it is. I think this might be, I lied, I don't know how to play Mauga. There it is. There's the cage fight. I don't know if it did get the Diva.
So Lemonade does use it. Are they going to combo them?
We'll see how this works out. They do have to worry about that self-destruct and the sound barrier. And Swaggereg and Huge are creeping a bit down in that health. They are staying alive for now. This point is at over halfway, though, and we do have that sound barrier, so a lot of health to work through.
And Lemonade, is she going to come out of it? No, she's not. With that, I fear ISU is going to
take this point. We may or may not be able to get a touch, but I don't know if we will.
It looks like they're going to come and bring the fight to ISU.
Yeah, keep them off the point.
But here comes a Lucio.
Here comes Swaggereg to get that touch, and he does get it, but he is being chased down. Oh, yeah, Foo's taking him out. And Win takes down Lemonade. We are still not overtime, though. We've got that Mauga and we got Kiri on the point here. Although, yeah, Mauga running off, so we'll see if they reclaim it, which they do.
It goes down to overtime. I don't think anyone's there.
No. Yeah.
And that point does go to MSU.
It does.
That was
very close.
That was very close. MSU basically was on the point the whole time. ISU put a lot of pressure and a lot of attack there. And if it was, I don't know. It seemed like they were focusing a lot on both. I'm struggling to find the word.
Who?
What's the word? Anyway, my My point was
okay, never mind then.
ISU didn't have a lot of moments in that last flashpoint.
Yeah.
To come in it as a team, I felt like there was a lot of 2, maybe 3, sometimes only 1 actually contesting it the whole time. And
then
they played a lot of...
you could see then you'd look up and you'd have the 1 red versus 3 blues. It's like you're not going to... You have 1 slip up outside it and you're not going to be holding that.
Exactly.
And I think that's what we did see there at the end, but yeah.
So that is game 2.
Yes.
Before we go to game 3, we will go on a short break and we will come back with the next map and bans.
Yay!
We'll catch you guys then.
See ya.
And welcome back from that break. Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah. We are now on to our 3rd map, which will be Coliseo.
Coliseo. Just like I'm getting deja vu from last week.
Hopefully it continues to be deja vu.
We do have the bans in. We banned Domina. No, we banned Tracer. They had it flipped.
Yep.
We banned the Tracer. I feel like Lemonade was just sick and tired. You mentioned that Diane was also sick and tired
of that Tracer. And they have banned Domina.
And that's an interesting pick.
I think that they're planning on going for Diva, though. Domina's, again, I talk a lot about the Matrix, the defense Matrix for Diva, but also with Push, I've seen Domina do work pretty well. I'm shocked they didn't go for Mauga, though.
No, and maybe they feel like they can answer to Mauga pretty well, but what we saw from last week, Mauga really shined here.
Yeah.
In the Push map. Same map too, same region.
Yeah.
And hopefully we have a repeat of last week.
Yeah, with the Mauga Vendetta. I don't remember we had that BAP as well. I don't remember the rest of the team comp, but it worked out well for us. So it was a very strong showing. Yeah,
the Mauga and Vendetta put out work, and I'm hoping to see the same thing.
Oh, goodness, sorry. Me too. We're almost about to head into game.
Oh, look, your barrels.
The barrels, but high-tech barrels.
And looks like the picks.
We have 2 wowza. We got 2 Vendettas for DPS, and Lemonade sticking with the on-ron.
So it looks like for ISU, they are running, I think, an identical comp from last week.
Just about.
I don't remember what Swagger Rag played, but it could have been the Lucio.
I think it might have been the Lucio. We do have for Minnesota, we've still got the Sojourn, we got that Vendetta, Wind going the Zarya, and then the Lucy Kiriko support.
And I am curious to see what they plan to do, if they're gonna get into a big fight now, or are they just gonna do picks. Oh, looks like the tanks are trading. Oh no, that's not a tank. That's Vendetta.
That's Vendetta rushing right in here. Yeah, now here's the Vendetta fight, and Average Pillow getting that final shot off. The Lemonade does get headshot there. Yeah, Diane trying to keep Mauga alive here. See how long it takes, though. He is still alive, though, so we're doing good.
Yes.
Then the robot is taking a bit of an early lead here for ISU. We'll see how long that sticks around here.
Looks like they're going to peel off just a bit. Oh, almost got that.
Almost. Almost.
That wasn't Baptiste.
That was Sojourn.
That was Sojourn.
Yeah, going here, we do have the robot starting to push here, but it's early push, so we'll see how much distance is really gained here. We do have a 9-minute match ahead of us, so there's a lot of time and a lot of walking back and forth that this robot gets to do.
So ISU is going to peel off and put a little distance. Looks like Huge is going to look for another way to their rear end. Yeah. There it is.
Swagger getting caught off guard by that Kiri though, but Huge is rushing in to fight, but not able to escape in time. We are almost with Diane's ult ready, and we almost have that Kiriko Kitsune Rush and that Sojourn ult for Minnesota ready, so we'll see who we do have that Kitsune Rush up first, so that's first ultimate on the board.
Let's see if they choose to use it now to regain that lead.
Regain the lead?
Yeah, because right now MSU have a slight lead.
Yeah. Diane is just about to get Yeah, Diane now with that ult, and the robot is walking back. And this is early enough that there should be a pretty good distance, not too much distance to close, to start actually pushing. We do have 3 ults from Minnesota live, though. We got the Zarya, the Sojourn, and that Kiriko still. And there's that Kitsune Rush and the Baptiste ult, and also the Zarya ult. So, oh my.
A little bit of a wombo combo.
Very
was that a team
much.
Wipe? That was a team wipe.
That was a team wipe. Zarya holding them all in place there. And with the heightened strength from the Kitsune Rush, that Sojourn and Zarya were just able to just pick them off immediately there with just one fell swoop.
But all things considered, we are pretty neck to neck here. Now
Yes.
we both teams have one ultimate to the name.
Yeah, there's
I
that
spoke too
Sojourn
soon.
ult.
Always gonna.
Yeah, we also have the Swagger Egg using that sound barrier. And it may have resulted in that team kill, but it took also 2 different ultimates to use it.
Yeah, I would say that's worth it on our end.
Yes. We do have Wind swapping over to match the Zarya. And yeah, getting caught out. We do now have Average Pillow with their own Zarya ult ready, and this robot is now walking back over to ISU side. Yeah, there goes that Graviton, and standing in that immortality field for a bit there.
Cloud had to use the sound barrier just to keep his team alive. Boost does go down though.
So does Huge though, and now so does Average Pillow. The robot is still being contested just about on the middle, now starting to walk back over to the side. Lemonade has swapped over to Sojourn here and having to run back a little bit, regroup. We do have that Sundering Blade ready for Huge, that Vendetta ultimate, which we'll see along this side of this robot probably get some good usage if you can time it right.
It's around this point of the map, at least on the other side, where Huge found a lot of good use here.
Yes.
And we'll see if all the stars line up and he's able to.
Whoa. Yeah, Diane getting caught in a corner by Foost in response also during that Kitsune Rush. And it does mean that all but Lemonade are still alive, which she'll be falling back probably just to go and wait for her team to respawn. She does have her ult though.
Now Huge did use his ult, wasn't able to capitalize and connect with anyone. Unfortunately, too much of ISU was taken down in that process, so now they're going to have to recalculate and reevaluate what next play they do. Lemonade does have her ultimate available, and she uses it.
Is using it during the Vortex that Wind used for Zarya, but Invictus does get that double kill and kind of ends it early.
Ooh.
And
Huge was going in for the kill. But
yeah, not able to get that final blow. This robot is closing in on the end here. Oh, yeah, catching Swagger Egg out there. So we'll see how, now that we're so close to spawn though, it means that IC will be able to get back in the fight a lot sooner if we're able to hold the contestant and really keep it off, but this fight is just barely not quite at the robot yet.
Invictus did use his ultimate, didn't actually get any utilization other than some crowd control. Foos does manage to take out Huge in the process though.
We'll see about, that Ying does get the kill off on that Lucio. Swagger does have his sound barrier though, so we'll see that probably pop alongside Clouds now going once he's respawned here, although with Tank and 1 DPS and 1 support gone, and now Huge, we'll see how long this lasts before this robot marches his way to the end.
Yep, and with no one left to touch, that will conclude the game.
Not quite as strong a showing as last week, but still a very good, strong start to the Coliseum map.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm guessing, yeah, Invictus probably with that Zarya combo.
Yeah, well, we're going to see it right here. There it is.
Yep. Yeah, there's the Zarya voice line, and then the Sojourn getting those kills.
Yeah, so good setups for ult combos from MSU, able to take that lead away and be able to win the series.
Yes. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
Yeah, push is always kind of like that. It's very neck and neck at the beginning, but it takes so long for the robot to walk back once you get any lead. All they just had to do is move the fight slightly off, and even when we did break through, he couldn't go anywhere quick enough to regain ground.
Exactly, and that is kind of the temptation with push is to get that first lead, because it's a lot harder to get that lead back once it does. But you need to always remember that once you get that first lead, you're always in their territory.
Yes.
And it's always harder to, play that offense. So, determining when to make that initial push, very beginning or towards the middle or end, it's just got to weigh your options. And in this case, MSU just worked out in their favor.
It did. A little unfortunate, but it was a very strong showing. It had very good matches. It was very close throughout.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, that will conclude today's game.
Yes.
I guess we'll talk about here in the next week. I guess this weekend,
Sunday.
You guys should catch us on Sunday this time, like you said.
Yep.
Sorry. Sunday. Games start at around 11:30.
Yes.
We're not sure exactly the order of these games yet.
But we have a tournament going that day, so you should catch us.
So the Big Sky tournament, to be specific.
Yes.
So that's the one that's our college conference, and we'll be competing with all the other Big Sky colleges throughout the region. I think Oregon State's in there, Colorado University, Weber is.
is. Don't worry about the rest of those. The tournament will be for Rocket League and Overwatch, so you'll be seeing us and our Rocket League casters throughout the day.
Exactly. But tomorrow we will not have Rocket League. No match tomorrow, but you'll be able to catch us back Wednesday for Valorant and Thursday for Smash.
Yes. So hopefully see you then.
See you then. We'll catch you guys then.
Bye.
See ya.